when you have chronic high Th2s, not only are you going to be in a super inflamed state, but you're also going to be super susceptible to infections. So
Yep.
that plays into stress just by making you more susceptible to, those stressful events of getting sick. But when you have those chronically high Th2s, there's a few things that are going to prop that side up, or that are going to drive those to be high. You already mentioned parasites. Allergies are huge, mold or mycotoxins, gut inflammation, bladder infections, sinus infections, heavy metals, all kinds of things that can be present and, driving this, constant inflammatory state are going to drive stress hormones. So whenever I draw this out for people, I let it know that, if that's really high, it's going to cause increase in inflammation, but chronically high inflammation due to all those things is going to cause your body to produce more stress hormones. So with that, you are inherently driving more stress. So that's where, I always talk about the metabolic side or the inflammatory side of stress. And, it's easy enough to handle the metabolic side. So if somebody's issue is strictly blood sugar, or, they're overtraining, or, caffeine, they can address that on their own. But the inflammatory side can get difficult because, a lot of times labs and things like that they can get super pricey. And two, even if you have, maybe some data on whether or not, say, you have heavy metal toxicity, or, say, a gut infection, maybe your immune system's not, responding to something normally. Say you have low amounts of something, but for some reason your immune system is on overdrive, and so it's overreacting to things. And that's kind of where our philosophy and our treatment methods come in, where, personalizing things through, the applied kinesiology can be beneficial for a lot of people. A lot of people that come into my practice, I would say this is probably the same for you, Dr. Joel. They've been everywhere else. I just in the last few weeks, I've seen 2 patients with, currently provoked infections of Rocky Mountain spotted fever that they didn't know that they ever had. But then when you look at everything else, their food allergy tests are through the roof for all kinds of stuff. And there's all kinds of stuff going on that just shows that the immune system is in overdrive.